Our topic for today is money. If I were to ask you what money is, most of you probably think you know the answer. A quick Google search will land you on this answer. A medium that can be exchanged for goods and services and is used as a measure of their values in the market. Well, that's what money does. But what actually is it? And how is it created? More importantly, who creates and controls our money? Most people, for some reason, think money is created and controlled by the government. This couldn't be further from the truth. Money is created by a bank when a loan is issued. This is the only way money is made. Let's hear what Sir Josiah Stamp had to say about this. He was the director and president of the Bank of England during the 1920s. I quote, "The modern banking system manufactures money out of nothing. The process is perhaps the most astounding piece of sleight of hand that was ever invented. Banking was conceived in iniquity and born in sin. Bankers own the earth. Take it away from them, but leave them the power to create money and control credit, and with the flick of a pen, they will create enough money to buy it back again. If you want to continue the slaves of bankers and pay the cost of your own slavery, let them continue to create money and to control credit. Seeing as even the bankers themselves know this, why don't we the people? We all need to have a basic understanding of the following, as it is the basis of the whole rigged system. All money is made from debt. Every last cent of our monetary system is created through debt, with attached interest, and that's the kicker. Both the central banks, such as the Federal Reserve, and the private banks, like Bank of America, are controlled by the same private interests. If you thought the US government controls the Fed, you better think again. The banks create money from thin air, then lends it to government and the public. The banks charge the lender for the creation of this fictitious money. They call this charge interest. To simplify the basic issue, if the interest is 10%, for every $100 created, $110 has to be paid back to the bank. This creates a problem, a big problem. If all money is created from debt, this means that in order to cover the interest, more money needs to be created. Another indebtment then has to be made, also with interest attached. And in order to pay the interest on this new debt, even more money needs to be created, also with attached interest, and so on and so on. Do you see the problem? This means there is an ever-growing cost for the interest. After a couple of decades, the amount of money owed in interest will consume the whole economy. New loans are constantly needed to pay for old loans, so the private interests controlling the banks constantly need to find ways to expand the credit mass. From 1913, with the establishment of the Federal Reserve, the deep state gained economic control of the credit of the USA. When they created the BIS, Bank for International Settlements, in 1930, they came to control the regulation of both central and commercial banks. Since then, everything regarding monetary policy has been about expanding credit, furthering the debts owed to the deep state structure. What if I told you that this hidden enemy is really, at its core, the same entities who control our money? Apart from money, what more do they control? What if I also told you that this global criminal organization control big tech, pharma, finance, food, and so on? The deep state also control the World Health Organization, which at this point should be blatantly obvious. Debt-based money is basically a control mechanism, with the deep state controlling the credit, putting countries and individuals in eternal debt. For this reason, those who control money control the world. Society cannot function without money. Control of money buys control of the politics and the politicians. Control of the politicians means control of governments. Control of governments means control of we the people. Think for yourself, because knowledge is power. Only when good people collectively come together will positive change occur. The opposition to the deep state is as old as the deep state itself. You are witnessing the systematic destruction of the old guard. Hold the line and enjoy the show. Where we go one, we go all.